By 2026, artificial intelligence has evolved into the foundational infrastructure of daily business operations, but the sheer volume of updates is overwhelming. On any given week, you have to decipher White House export controls, model capabilities, and new agentic workflow protocols. The stakes are stark. If you try to bolt every new AI tool onto your company, your existing operations will break under the weight. If you ignore the technology completely, your competitors will automate you out of existence. The true challenge right now isn't hunting down the single smartest language model on a leaderboard. Success requires matching the right architectural layer of AI to your specific operational bottleneck. Before you spend thousands of hours and dollars configuring software, you have to identify exactly where your business stops scaling. This decision tree maps three primary bottlenecks. First, information overload, where staff spend time hunting for data. Second, raw output quality, where your team needs higher caliber reasoning. Third, administrative workflow drag, representing the tedious data entry eating up weekly hours. If you choose a solution that doesn't match your specific problem, you burn capital. You don't need complex enterprise automation software if your only issue is organizing scattered PDFs. And relying on a basic chat interface won't fix a 10-step administrative intake pipeline. To fix this, we are going to map these three distinct bottlenecks directly to the three corresponding layers of the 2026 AI stack. Understanding your actual point of friction is the only reliable way to shield your business from expensive vendor lock-in and marketing hype. This comparison table evaluates our three options, starting with Layer 1, the foundation model. Anthropic's Claude Fable 5 acts as the raw cognitive engine here. By relying on a single frontier model, you get the highest tier of reasoning available for complex, creative work. But betting your core business logic on a single model provider introduces massive geopolitical and regulatory vulnerability. Shortly after Fable 5 was released, the White House issued an export control directive, forcing Anthropic to pull the plug on access for non-American nationals. It took an explicit release letter from Secretary Howard Lutnick to free models from those constraints. Even without government intervention, aggressive built-in safeguards pose a risk. Routine updates can abruptly flag legitimate prompts. The foundation layer delivers unmatched raw output quality, but the trade-off is extreme operational vulnerability to interface changes and sudden directives. Looking at the second column, we evaluate Layer 2, the knowledge environment, defined by Google Notebook LM. The input is your own data, centralizing disparate documents into a single workspace. The outcome? Your team can instantly query and cross-reference them, drastically cutting down information overload. This architecture shifts the engine's focus away from generalized internet knowledge to prioritize your own strictly organized internal data. This layer demands active curation. Feed it poorly organized files, and you get useless answers. It also locks your intellectual property into Google's architecture. The knowledge layer perfectly organizes data with almost zero IT setup, but trades away your workflow independence. The final column in our table is Layer 3, agentic orchestration. This is built specifically to eradicate administrative workflow drag. Computer for Counsel acts as a prime example, an orchestration layer automatically routing tasks across 20 models. The input requires using the Model Context Protocol, connecting the AI directly to existing tools via API integrations. The outcome is an automated system that breaks down tasks, cools files, flags risks, and routes documents for signature with zero human data entry. This deep automation delivers massive returns for process-heavy small businesses, human resource departments, and law firms. Setup friction is intense. You must pay for custom API connectors, and autonomous action requires strict human-in-the-loop review. Orchestration eliminates administrative time drain, but requires upfront capital and forces your staff to transition from executing work to verifying the AI citations. This quadrant chart maps these three tech layers against the realities of business integration effort and workflow automation. If you are a lean solo entrepreneur or a researcher, you belong right here. Prioritize the knowledge layer. It cures your information overload without requiring expensive IT setup, provided you accept that you must still execute the final tasks yourself. If your business relies entirely on the raw quality of specialized content, your position is over here. Stick to the foundation layer. You gain access to the absolute best reasoning power, as long as you can tolerate sudden interface changes or unexpected system safeguards. Finally, if you run a regulated, process-heavy agency or clinic, your target is the high-effort, high-automation quadrant. Invest the capital upfront into agentic orchestration to permanently resolve your multi-step administrative drag. Do not chase the headlines about new frontier models if your actual business problem is organizing PDFs. To scale successfully in 2026, you must invest exclusively in the layer that matches your exact operational friction.